Man of my dreams is not a man of many dreams, but a man with a plan, because he's the one who understands the purpose of dreams, makes manifest what only seems to be. And he can be anything, and he can be everything, and he can be something, but he chooses to be someone who knows who he is and whose he is and what is his own. He uses his power to empower, not overpower, knows how to encourage, even if he's losing courage. He's equipped to educate, knows how to elevate a humble soul with high standards, standing strong and free, notwithstanding that he stands beside and not in front of me. Man power. The power of man sets the morale and sets things in motion. He exudes raw power without any exertion. Magic potion? No, this ain't no delusion and deception in his game. Fidelity is his fame and his fortune. His children are his best investments, and their profitable yield are his reward. No conceptual fraud gained through some fling. He done flung that thought out of his head because he sleeps in his own bed and with his own woman in it. And what began a simple interest is compounded because his love is unbounded and abounds to a strong bond, never runs out of stock, and she the only one he shares with. And those shares, they can never be bought, and they can never be traded or misappropriated, because her love in return keeps him satiated. His wife respects his wisdom and his wallet. To her, he's not a money market, but all funding is mutual. We supply and we apply. The dividends we share accordingly, and accordingly we adopt the best management of our assets. Manpower, the power of man. General societal consensus is that man has fallen from grace, and in a short space of time, women have been forced to take his place. So many ill terms have been applied, and so for the ones who have tried and are still trying, either do their best to bear the weight or under it or slowly dying, because of course society only seeks the point of the fall, and so Peter pays for Paul, and Paul pays for all, and all the good ones, the right ones, the few in between, have to struggle to be seen and heard over the din and absurd name calling and title tagging and bitch ass red flagging. They rearrange your birth certificate based on hurt and based on hate, and pile so much onto your plate and demand that you overeat, chew, swallow, but don't expect that tomorrow you'll feel sick and you'll feel hollow, because men don't think and men don't feel and men don't need any time to heal. And so very often it is spoken that they can never be broken or broken. And man will never change, but he must give you small change. And man don't make no sense, but you seeking maintenance. If you thought he was good for nothing, then why are you surprised you get nothing good? Always knowing what he should and shouldn't do, but what about you? But no, you don't need no man because you're too educated. And your decision, deciphered through mental division, depicts and illustrates your air-filled argument, which quickly deflates when you're forced to recognize his presence. When you realize that man's influence is in every aspect of society, even in your education priority, that degree that you're so anxious to get. Last time I checked was not called a bachelorette. And the second one you know you're going after ain't a madam or mistress, sweetie pie, it's your master. Manpower, the power of man. Honey, all I'm saying is that you gotta understand that he just wants to be understood. Want to be on equal footing, but you wear a different shoe size. Open your eyes and realize that where your feet may be too small to jump over a wall or to cross a muddy puddle, that's where his arms are able to huddle and hold and hoist you over. Trust in your man and in his natural power. Strengthen him by showing him that to you he's an added strength, and that such strength is not determined by the length of his manhood, but rather how he progresses through his manhood. You think you got it going on, you know you got the whole damn packet. Time to take off them pants, put on a new dress, and give Jack his jacket. If he's the head of the home, then please allow him to lead. Stop vying for a position you really need, through the good, through the bad, through the thick, through the thin. Can't you see he's a leader only if you follow him? Stop being a nag, but rather seek humble negotiation. Say thank you, compliment him, show the man some appreciation. So what if he forgot your birthday and remember 3 days after? Say thank you, Jesus, that he still remembered to pay wassa. No, you won't vote for NASA. He'll never walk on the moon. He's not a CEO or a senator or a big business tycoon, but you can put your arms around him in a tender loving hold. Tell him just how much you love him, and he'll be on top of the world. Uphold and uplift him like no one else can. Always remind him you're his #1 fan. See, what you contribute is hidden in your attribute and your attitude, and your attitude is a prelude to what may be either conversation or confrontation. But before you consider emasculation, I beg you consider your position. You are under his protection and enjoying his provision. So envision for a moment, do you really need division? Give him credit where credit is due. To all the men out there, the ones who are true and faithful and just trying to do what's right. You're a Superman by day and a Superman by night, and your superpowers are worth mention. You are super cool and super smart and a super invention, built to love and built to last, but you are not last, you are first, and we appreciate your best and we support you through your worst. Your power is potent and your potential is sure. You're the root that feeds nutrition to me, a pretty little flower. I thank God that I could bloom because you're grounded in your power. Manpower, the power of man, seals his lips, smiles with his eyes, and leave a woman saying, damn. Thank you. It's a little, it's about home. It's about what's going on home here now. It's titled Strange Dogs. Rather tell we, under the crescent moon and above the bloody asphalt, strange dogs were barking deep in the night. Crescent moon, full moon, old moon, new moon, sun up, sundown, middle of the afternoon, never too late and never too soon. Them dogs barking was now a familiar tune, they're not so strange anymore. His roof without purpose and bow wow in vain. Machine gun mutts chorusing a dangerous refrain while man howling in pain. Could a life slain become this shallow? Soul flees and spirit leaves skin looking sallow. Bullet hitting mark like arrow, but lawmakers miss the point and send the hangman to the gallows. Loudmouth politicians, but their penmanship skills narrow. A better solution they can't harrow for a country under strife. Death sentence a little too strict, so the penalty for that is life. Meanwhile, it's potong running loose, and the pit bull we passively feeding. Never mind the one constant variable is that the asphalt still bleeding. That was my mother. That was my brother. That was my neighbor. That was my friend. That was my sister. That was my daughter. That was my cousin. You tell me that is the end? Our present dog infestation is but a manifestation of the hesitation on the part of those who pen legislation to make a sensible declaration on dealing with this Alsatian aberration. If you're lucky, you could pay your way into migration. The rest of us could only afford the frustration. From the top, it's the same rote narration, lies about castration of the evil behind the evil. Look at this and not that. See the country's production, the fruits of our labor to satisfy your consumption. Pay no heed to our consumption, though it belies corruption. Our laws lie in prostration, or lawmakers in relaxation. We are left to bear the mental, physical, and fiscal taxation. Open parentheses, column invert, backspace, column invert, backspace, colon insert, edit, close parentheses. No more acclamation for parliamentarian acclamation, their so-called aggravation with the current situation at this point amounts to nothing more than an allegation. Is only fucking promises and talk of activation without any actuation, meaningless oration of how to treat with this new dog disease. Oh, but what a contradiction that the salvation of this nation rests with the weekly Friday speeches delivered by fleas. Ancient laws like expired flea powder cannot shampoo a system suffering from tick fever. Body temperatures drop and the death toll rises higher still, and against my will the blood in my veins clot, and it's hard to rest this ill feeling that tomorrow before dawn we go hear that the asphalt's still bleeding. Dog chasing man like cat save man have one life, not 9. It's only over 3,000 dead from dog bites since 2009. 2009 was 509, 2010 was 485, 2011 was 354, 2012 was 383, 13 408, 14 43, 15 410, 16 463, 17 494, 2018. I know the facts I present not misconstrued because we already know the toll for this year is to be continued. But see, these dogs are of expensive pedigrees. And so only deeply lined pockets can be aligned to the lining of these. Purebred don't eat pet rice, so the poor bread can't bite. Every now and then the TPPS pick up a few strays, and of course the pound next to the Hyatt erupts in praise when their puppies fetch the stick and bring it right back. We do damn slack. Used to be under the crescent moon and above the bloody asphalt. Now any time is not too soon, it don't matter the hour. Dog biting man to kill, biting with intent to devour. Useless free sprays and leashes, whether you use both or either. You want to get rid of the damn dog, then get rid of the breeder.